Cold emailing is a highly effective lead and sales generation method, but knowing how to send cold emails that actually get responses can feel like an art form. But no worries if you're not an artist at emailing yet, because by the end of this video, you'll have all the tools you need to become the Picasso of cold emailing. Hi everyone, I'm Jeremy and welcome back to B2B Sales and Lead Generation with Uplead. I'm in sales, so I've written my fair share of cold emails, so get ready to learn 20 of the most effective cold email templates that we actually use to get responses, which lead to calls and then to sales. Get excited because the last template I'm sharing is our most effective email campaign template ever. When we used this one a few years ago for a campaign, we got so many responses that we actually had to shut down the campaign altogether. It had an 82% open rate and a 60% reply rate, so we literally could not keep up. Since this video is specifically about email templates, if you need a refresher on the basics like subject line and follow-up cadence, check out How to Write Cold Emails. It's linked in the description. The first step to sending emails that get responses is having accurate contact info so that you don't waste time with bounced emails and being flagged as spam. So if you still don't have a source for leads to email, check out our video on the Uplead Prospector platform. All right, enough small talk. Time for 20 cold email templates. It's like 20 questions, but better. Template number 1 offers instant value to your prospect by describing a situation or problem that they might be experiencing, followed by a solution your company uses to solve similar problems. You can even include a success story from a similar problem you solved for another company. The value of this email is in your solution, which is why this template is a great way to introduce yourself and your brand. By the way, pause the video if you'd like to jot down some notes. If you offer to set up a meeting with them or even throw in a free trial offer, the recipient is more likely to be interested in what you're offering them. If you're wondering why I'm not covering subject lines right now, we actually have a video coming out soon that will go in depth on how to write subject lines because it definitely warrants its own video. So subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you do not miss it. Template number 2 is similar to the first template, and this one is all about providing help. Sending an email that offers solutions to their current challenges will encourage a more positive response. The more you know about them, the more targeted your copy can be to their issues, and the more likely they'll respond. If you have access to advanced lead data like intent data and technographics, you can target them based on what they're searching for and what platforms they use. If these terms are new to you, check out our video on intent data. To sum it up, genuinely providing your prospect with value even before you start your partnership can be a game changer, especially down the road when they're deciding whether or not to strike a deal with your company. If you're having a hard time getting through to the correct person at the company or aren't getting any responses, use this third template to ask if you're talking to the right person. If after a few initial emails your prospect still hasn't shown interest, there's a chance that you've actually been reaching out to the wrong person. Asking specifically for the head of sales or marketing at the company increases your chance of talking to a more receptive contact. The reason this works is that your contact probably doesn't want you to email a bunch of other random people in the company, so they'll likely respond with the right person. In a world full of utter unprecedented ridiculousness, people like the ability to feel a bond with the people that they're doing business with. Not necessarily a friendship type of bond, but something that goes below the surface level. That's why email templates focused on building a human-to-human relationship are highly effective at getting responses. These templates are great for first emails and follow-ups, which are super important because follow-up emails are often what get you the call and make the sale. Also, make sure to subscribe because we're covering the art of the follow-up in one of our next videos. Onward. Template number 4 focuses on giving a compliment to engage your prospects by recognizing the great work that they've done. People love being complimented and appreciated, so leave a comment down below complimenting me. Just kidding, kind of. Anyway, making a prospect feel good makes them more likely to be open to other solutions so that you can make your proposal. Highlighting common interests you share with your prospect is another way to build a rapport and start developing a bond. So for template number 5, act like you're meeting a new friend. If you have something in common, conversation immediately becomes easier and more likely to create a lasting friendship with them. Start by commenting on the prospect's social media posts on LinkedIn or something that they've commented on, and let them know that you share similar passions. Everything you say to them after that will come across as being friendly and genuine, and they'll be more receptive to anything you say in the future. future. In the same vein as building rapport, template number 6 is responding to content that they've posted on LinkedIn or a company blog that they wrote. People appreciate when their work is appreciated. It's that simple. If you acknowledge their work, actually read it, and write a thoughtful comment or response, they will likely read it and likely respond. They might even return the favor, checking on your published content and complimenting your work, or leaving positive comments on your future posts. It continues the engagement cycle and gives you an opening to send them a business offer. This helps you transition cold leads into warm leads. Check out our video lead generation tutorial and best practices after this one, and subscribe so that you don't miss future sales lead gen videos. Onward to number 7. Another way to form a bond with your prospect is by giving them a gift. Everyone loves free stuff, right? You can't tell me you don't love free stuff. I do. Giving your new contact an offer like an exclusive promotional code, trials, or free samples can boost their confidence in your product or service and encourage them to respond to you. And for this 8th template, who doesn't love being congratulated and recognized? Congratulating your prospect on their new role at their company, landing a promotion, or winning an award makes them feel that you're a real human, and you might even get future business because you recognized their accomplishments. While you're at it, for template number 9, why not ask for their opinion on something specific? Asking a person's opinion on a topic in their field makes them feel valued and heard, especially if you let them know that you see them and their opinion as an expert. Even better, tell them that you're using their opinion for a survey or a study, because you're letting them know that their input would be valuable to you. Similar to soliciting an opinion, number 10 is inviting them to answer a survey. Surveys are a great way to clarify your goals and improve your strategies, because they give you insight on the potential client or customer and can make them feel valuable. But in order to incentivize people to do your survey, throw in a discount, a gift card, or a free product as a reward for completing the survey. This is a great way to re-engage with your prospect while also learning about them. The 11th template is focused on creating a bond by asking the prospect for recommendation. It's kind of like when your friends introduce you to their other friends and you introduce them to yours, except it's business. One way to gently persuade someone to share their network with you is by demonstrating your interest in their contributions to the industry. Once you get recommendations from them, they'll feel more comfortable asking for recommendations from you, because who doesn't want to expand their network? Now you have a bigger network and more leads. Speaking of expanding networks, you don't have to wait for them to ask you for recommendations. You can offer them up immediately. Template 12 is an offer to introduce your prospect to your connections, especially if they made a LinkedIn post asking for connections in a specific industry, and is a great way to break the ice and form a relationship. And you're showing your value before entering a relationship. For template number 13, this last bond-driven email template is all about words of encouragement. We all need to be motivated from time to time, so sending your prospect an encouraging message guiding them in the right direction will encourage them to be more open to future collaboration. Keep it relevant, of course, but this is a great template for follow-ups and remarketing. And don't forget, we have our most effective email template of all time coming up real soon. This next category of email templates can go two ways: educating the prospect and educating yourself. Cold emailing is a give and take and a balancing act between getting info and giving info so that you can get a response and hop on a call. Template 14, and the first educational email template, is about sharing your insights with your prospects to let them know that you're an industry expert. These types of emails work because you're providing invaluable information that can help your prospect and their company succeed. Like I mentioned before, giving and showing your knowledge can go a long way in building trust and encourage future engagement with you and your business. For number 15, publishing original content is another way for your prospects to notice that you're an expert in your industry. Most companies have blogs or YouTube channels for a reason: to publish content relevant to their business and stand out by being willing to share their knowledge with others. Having a blog or a library of YouTube content in your back pocket makes it easier to send targeted emails to your new contacts. Then they can see the knowledge you bring to the table for themselves, like what we're doing here. And maybe you'll consider Uplead for your lead prospecting tool. Template 16 is a reminder that not everything has to be centered around you and your business, because after a while, it just seems like you're selling too hard and not thinking about them enough. So instead, share other people's insightful comment, like a case study from the industry or a blog post from a client who works with you. This 17th template is about educating yourself on the prospect and their business. Try talking to your prospect employees and sales representatives, because they'll know their business's needs better than anyone. Once you have insider knowledge, you can contact the right person at that company and offer them a tailored solution to any of their struggles. From there, you can personalize your sales pitch and give them a specific solution. For number 18, ask for referrals. Growing and diversifying your network is a great way to open up a line of conversation, and telling them that you can help each other will help to gain more insight on your target market. And for number 19, I'm here to remind you one more time to follow up. You're busy, I'm busy, and your prospects are busy. We're all busy people these days, so the likelihood that your prospect just hasn't had the time to read or respond to your email is entirely possible. I know that I said that we would wait to talk about subject lines in a future video, but one tip is to use the same subject line in your follow-up as you did in your initial email. It's a great tactic to jog your prospect's memory. In our video lead generation tutorial, I go over the email cadence with 3 follow-ups. Check it out. Now for the template you've all been waiting for. Drumroll please. Our final and most successful email template. The one that literally forced us to shut down an entire campaign because we were getting too many responses. The best way this can be explained is, well, people love to be recognized and they love to share their expertise. This template has a pretty simple outline. Keep it short and sweet, and don't even ask to get on a call with your prospect. Don't imply that you want to sell them on your business or have them buy anything from you, at least not yet. You can see here that our CEO, Will, told the contact that we're putting together a series of interviews and invited them to contribute. You could do this with blogs, publications, or awards too. Then he introduced himself as the founder at Uplead and told the prospect that he had an audience who would love to hear more about his story and expertise in the field. Then in the last sentence, he asked if he could send over a Google Doc with interview questions. We repeated that with 50 people, but then had to stop our outreach way earlier than expected. We had 800 emails prepared and sent over just 5% of them. That's pretty wild. We really recommend this email template because it's extremely effective at getting a response and warming up leads before pursuing them as an actual client. I'm guessing if you've made it this far, you're feeling ready to write some cold emails that actually get responses. If you're looking for ideal and reliable leads, try the Uplead Prospector tool to access more than 100 million contacts with more than 50 filters and features like intent data, technographics, and data enrichment. We verify our emails in real time when you download the data, so you waste less time with bounced emails. Sign up for a free trial and get 5 free leads so that you can see for yourself how easy it is to use and integrate into your CRM. Also, head over to uplead.com/YouTube to learn more about us, our pricing, and our tools, and how we can help you become even better at closing deals. For more helpful videos like these, remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss our future videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.